With the new Canvas external app called Microsoft Office Teams, you can have a central space, a synchronous virtual space, very similar to your own office, where you can meet with students one-on-one or in small groups, or where students could click a link, enter the video conference, and give a group presentation to you, a continually open video conference that would always be available 24/7 for you to meet with your students at your convenience. In Canvas, we already have access to Canvas conferences, and that's still a go-to tool. The concern is that perhaps increased demand of Big Blue Button could slow some things down or decrease performance, so it's good to have a built-in backup tool. The optional external app integrates with Canvas and is called Microsoft Office Teams. You may already be familiar with this program outside of Canvas. Here's how to find it. Simply enter your course. To find this application, just open anything that contains a rich content editor, which is just the fancy name for the toolbar that edits assignments, announcements, or discussions. So you're already familiar with many of these buttons, things that allow you to upload photos, video, audio, and even change font, color, sizes, etc. You might even consider creating an announcement. You could do this at the beginning of a course, beginning of a week, or really just any time. Then down here in the Rich Content Editor, you'll find this new button. Click on it and just select the option here for Microsoft Team Meetings. If it's the first time you've tried this, you'll be given 2 authenticating windows to click through. On the third one, you'll be given the option to Create Meeting Link. This will open up a window in which you can set up your meeting. If you want to create an open space for virtual meetings, you could call it something like Our Meeting Place. You could enter the current date, and then you could pick a date near the end of the semester for when that meeting can finally end. Click Create to save. Then a link for that meeting will appear. I can then add a message letting students know that this single link will take them to a video conference that will always be available. Doesn't mean anyone has to be there, but just that it's a reserved space you can use when you do want to schedule hours. Or if you schedule to meet a student at 2 o'clock the next day, no need to create any new meeting space because it's already there and open. At 2 o'clock the next day, you and the student can both click on this very same link and you'll both appear in the same video conference. Or a month later, perhaps you want several students to meet with you and give presentations. They and you can just go back and use this same link. You could send it to your students, and then whenever you and your students schedule a meeting or office hours, just return to the announcement, click on the link, and you'll enter the open video conference. Notice that once someone else enters, your own video image becomes smaller and in the lower right so you can see the others better. During the meeting, you can share your screen to discuss a project or assignment. You can even record the meeting if you need to archive it, and then just stop the recording, and a copy of that meeting or just a portion of it, depending on how much you record, will be automatically saved. When finished, everyone can just click the red Hang Up button on the bottom right of the screen. If a group of students are working on a project, they can pick a time that works and say, "See you there," knowing that they'll click the same link and show up. No deciding who has to schedule the meeting or how to schedule one, just click the same link. But what if you have multiple groups and there's a chance they'll both need the same space at the same time? That's not a problem. What I do is create a discussion and call it something like Group Meeting Scheduling Page. This way, after a team has agreed upon a day and time to meet, one from each team can click Reply on this discussion board, click on the same tool from the Rich Content Editor toolbar, and schedule a meeting that lasts till the end of the semester. Once that appears in the discussion thread, any of their team members can just click that link at any point during the semester to meet in their exclusively reserved video conference, ready for them.